Now you can. Good afternoon. Well, as you learned this morning, Longaberger Flameware is going to be a huge opportunity for your business, and you are going to love it. Some members of our sales field, like Susie, have had the opportunity to try out Flameware already, and they've experienced that love, which is why Susie's hugging her skillet right now. Susie, obviously you're a big fan of Flameware. They can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Susie, you are obviously a big fan of Flameware. Tell us why you love it so much.
Thanks, Dave. I'm here to let you guys know that I did fall in love with Flameware in the month of April, as you can see to the one picture they showed earlier. There was something about it when it was brought out. I was just kind of awestruck. I had that moment like, oh, I have got to have it, and I have to have it now. And there was no way that I was leaving that meeting without a piece. So it actually kind of snuck home with me for me just to try for a couple days, and then I had to give it back. So about 2 weeks ago, more Flameware landed in my house, and I had the privilege of trying it out for you guys. I don't know what to tell you except Flameware is fantastic. Flameware is your friend, and we all are going to become Flameware friends for that reason. So for the next 30 minutes, I want you guys to really kind of listen what we have to say and keep your minds open and just embrace it like I am. I can never put it down because I don't want to give it back.
And I know, Susie, there are 3 key points when we talk about Flameware that you say you need to embrace to really introduce Flameware into your business. What are those? And now maybe you can hear me.
No.
Susie, I know there are 3 key points. How about now?
I have Flameware facts to do.
I'm going to start singing. Okay, how about now? I'm just a quiet talker. All right, Susie, well, I know you said there are 3 key points you want to talk about for how to incorporate Flameware into your business. So let's talk about what those are.
You've got to have it, you've got to use it, and you've got to get it in front of your customers. But what I want to tell you a little bit more is Flameware facts. So I'm going to just briefly tell you, we all know we have 7 wonderful Flameware colors, just like our Woven Traditions pottery. Everybody knows the 7 colors, yes? Okay. The difference between Woven Traditions pottery and Flameware is it is matte finish, which is huge. We have this wonderful polished foot. All the pieces come with silicone serving grips. You guys getting all this? Just making sure. Big question is, where do we cook with it? It's vitrified pottery, just like our, the pieces that we have. It's actually ceramic cookware, but it's vitrified. So a dishwasher, refrigerator, freezer, microwave, and then we have some bonuses. Stovetop, broiler, grill, and we're talking open campfire. So ladies and gentlemen, those of you that like to cook out on the grill, you can put it right on your campfire, right on your coals. Do not worry. What kind of surface can you cook on? My 15-year-old electric range, I'm embarrassed to tell you, your glass top, your open gas flame, anything that you can cook on, you guys can use it. Do not be afraid.
Very good. That's an important point, I think. It's called Flameware, but it doesn't need a flame necessarily. You can cook it on electric, you can cook it on any surface, really, so there you go. But as you can see, Susie's done her homework, and she's super excited about Flameware. And not just because it's a wonderful new product line for you and your business, but it's really a whole lifestyle we're talking about here. Flameware is a lifestyle for your existing customers and for your new customers. It's all about convenience and versatility, and who doesn't want that? That's what I mean about Flameware being truly a lifestyle. So to help you understand that a little more, we have a video we're going to share right now.
Think one-pot meals can work in any pot? Not the way they do with Longaberger Flameware. Just watch as our 2 busy moms each make cheesy chili bake for their families. Amy has to hurry to cook, which includes defrosting the meat in a microwave-safe container, and then searching for a skillet to brown the meat on the stovetop, and yet another pot to use in the oven. On the other hand, Erin takes her time coming home because she was able to make her cheesy chili bake the day before, all in one pot. including defrosting, browning on the stovetop, baking in the oven, and sticking the finished dish in the fridge for easy reheating for the next day. Because it can go right from the fridge to the microwave for easy reheating, Longaberger Flameware makes it easier than ever to prepare meals ahead of time in one pot. So while Amy is dirtying up pots and scurrying to get dinner finished, Erin gets something much better: time to herself. And cleanup? With Flameware, it's one pot in the dishwasher and done. That means Erin has more time than ever for herself and her family. As for Amy, there's always tomorrow. Longaberger Flameware. One great idea, 9 great uses. Made of 100% natural materials with no dangerous chemicals or heavy metals, Longaberger Flameware is completely non-reactive and always energy efficient, with 7 beautiful colors to choose from in 4 different pieces: a skillet, a brazer, a Dutch oven, and a pizza stone. New Longaberger Flameware. Healthy cooking made easy.
Isn't that a great video? During our presentation today, we'll be showing you a couple of different videos, and there's something you'll want to share with your customers, and you'll be able to do that as of this afternoon, because everything you see on the video will be on mylongaberger.com and on longaberger.com, so you can share them with your customers. And Susie asked if you were taking notes earlier.
Come on.
Susie asked if you were taking notes earlier about some of the facts. All the information will be online too, so you'll have that resource to you 24/7 about everything you need to know about Flameware. But right now, let's get back to the individual Flameware pieces and talk to Susie about each one and what she loves about them. Let's start with her former favorite, the 11.5-inch skillet.
Yeah, it's hard for me to pick which favorite is mine, because each piece that I tend to use, I find a new favorite. The skillet started out as my favorite. It's the one I bonded with in April because it's easy. But before I explain to you a little bit about how to use some of these pieces, you're going to have a little product card, and your customers are going to have a product card that comes with the box with your Flameware piece. Make sure they read it. It's information about your Flameware and how to take care of it. It is ceramic, so what does that mean? Thank you. Now, in 28 years of marriage, I have never dropped a pot or pan, so I've never experienced a problem. I can tell you of all the pots and pans that I used to have in my kitchen, they are gone, and I now have this 4-piece set as my cookware for every day. You guys need to do it. Again, you need to use it, you need to have it, and you need to share it, and you need to get in front of people one way or the other. The skillet was one of those that I was like, what should I cook in it? Pretty simple, right? There's a seasoning process. Hope everybody understands the seasoning is very simple. Do you have to reseason? No, you don't have to reseason. Simply tells you you need milk or rice or water. 1 gallon of milk, 10 cups is what you're going to need to season your 3 of 4 pieces, because the pizza stone is absolutely impossible to season. If you guys figure out how it holds milk, you let me know. All right, now it's after lunch, and you guys need to be a little more excited than this, because I'm up here sweating big time. But seasoning is easy. Simmer, 5 minutes. Take it off your burner after 5 minutes and put it to another burner that's cool. If I can stress anything about Flameware and what I found, when I feel like it's done, it is done. Turn off the cooking surface and move it. Because once I have left things on like I used to do with my other pots and pans, again, this is cookware, I find that when it's turned off, because it does hold the heat so well, that it sometimes continues to cook, and that's where you might experience that little bit of stick. So you guys understand that? You can cook hot, you can cook low, you can do whatever you want. Guys like to turn it up high, women like to play it safe. So the skillet I like on the grill as well, because I can do fresh vegetables. Fajitas, do your vegetables and your chicken and your beef. It's a wonderful piece. The handle gripper that I have on here, which is called the serving grip, they withstand up to 400 degrees, and they are thank you pieces from the Longaberger company that come with your pieces. We do have them available on replacement items too if you guys need them. But 400 degrees is hot, but you guys know how hot a skillet or a grill can get. So make sure when you put it on, it's not to be cooked with, it's to be served with. Okay?
That's great, Susie, and it's easy to see why the 11.5-inch skillet is something you hug so often. One important point Susie made was the ceramic nature of Flameware. It's not metal, it's not coated with some chemical agent, so that means there's nothing artificial that can be transferred into your food. It is a breakable item, but in our testing, no one has broken one that I know of, so it's not like you have to handle it with kid gloves, but it is a breakable item, so you need to be aware of that. But let's talk again about, well, we have another video that talks about how Flameware can take the heat.
You may think that your non-stick cookware is safe, but watch what happens in our test kitchen when we compared non-stick with Longaberger Flameware. We heated both pans to extreme temperatures. The non-stick smokes, bubbles up, and even starts to disintegrate. The gases it releases have been known to make people feel like they have the flu. But when we heated Longaberger Flameware to the same extreme temperatures, it just sizzles and sings. No smoking, no gases, no deteriorating. It's not uncommon for foods like bacon to get over 500 degrees. With repeated use, non-stick coatings can actually flake off right into your food. Take a metal scrubber to Flameware, and nothing happens. Flameware is durable enough to withstand your toughest kitchen mishaps. Made of 100% natural materials with no dangerous chemicals or heavy metals, Longaberger Flameware is completely non-reactive and always energy efficient, with 7 beautiful colors to choose from in 4 different pieces: a skillet, a brazier, a Dutch oven, and a pizza stone. New Longaberger Flameware. Healthy cooking made easy.
Isn't that a great message to be able to share with your friends, your family, and your customer, that Flameware is all about healthy cooking for you and your family? I know when we started working with Flameware earlier in the spring, we got to take some pieces and test it and learned about, how it was natural and healthy. And all of us went home and threw away our Teflon pots and pans. So, we're all converts and believe in it very much. But speaking of cooking, Susie, let's move on to your new favorite piece, at least your favorite piece at the moment, and that's the 10.5-inch lidded brazier.
Thanks, Dave. I love the brazer. Do we know anything special about this brazer?
I bet you do.
Yes. Okay. Everybody's going to get a brazer that registered, correct? You have a little ticket in your little packet, so to speak, to redeem that. So don't forget to take that brazer home with you. I do love the brazer. This was the one that I questioned, was I really going to like it? I use it the most out of all 4 pieces. Just going to tell you, it's a 2-piece set, which I love. When you flip up the lid, you see those little bumps? They're called dimples. Isn't that the cutest little thing to remember? They are dimples. And how the dimples work, when you have an item in here cooking, and whether you've added vegetables, water, wine, Lynn Longaberger. Oh, did I say that? Oil, whatever. When it's cooking, the stuff in here bounces back to your dimples and back into your pan, and so it keeps it nice and tender and juicy. Isn't that great? Truly, you guys need, when you are talking about the Flameware, to point out the important feature of the dimples. The other fun part is, how many times have you picked up a lid on a normal boring pot and pan, and all that steam and water runs all over the place and makes a mess and you have to clean it up? Doesn't happen with our dimpled lid. Is that great? Okay. You guys really need to be excited, because this is a true gift from the Longaberger company for us and for your customers. I love the lid because I can borrow it from my brazier and I can place it on my skillet. You guys like multitasking pieces, so I expect you to do that. The other wonderful thing I love about the brazier is we carry beer bread, do we not? And is it not yummy because it's a simple ingredient of what? Beer, butter and dough, so to speak. Our loaf dish is going to retire, and I'm sure you guys panicked. How are we going to sell beer bread without a loaf dish? Susie Evans to the rescue. I did beer bread in our brazer, and it was wonderful. You will see a picture on Saturday of my actual beer bread. I altered the timing of about 5 minutes. I just put a little olive oil in there, cooked it, and I had the most beautiful artisan loaf of bread you will have ever seen. If you're the person that likes the crunchy top, you're really going to be excited because you get extra crunchies this way. Okay?
Very good. And I should mention, the brazer you're going to get when you turn in your voucher is the ebony, just like we have here today. So there you go. You know, but obviously the brazer is a very versatile piece, Susie, which is why it's given the skillet a run for its money as your favorite piece. But one thing I noticed when you were talking about the skillet and the brazer is serving. And wouldn't it be great if we could offer some serving ware that worked well with the skillet and the brazer and the Dutch oven? Wouldn't it be great if we had serving pieces we could offer? You like that idea? Well, in September we will. And they look like this. We have the splatter guard, the turner, the slotted spoon, and the ever-popular tongs. Now, all these pieces are made of silicone on the working end, and that's the best material to be using with your Flameware. So it's a perfect match for your Flameware. So remember, these won't be available until September, but they're a great add-on sale and follow-up opportunity for your customers who order Flameware now or in August. Follow up with them and say, you got to have the utensils that go with it too. So, Susie, we've covered the brazer, we've covered the skillet. Let's move on to the Dutch oven and tell us what you think about that.
Well, Dave, before I talk about the Dutch oven, I almost forgot one of my favorite things to cook in my favorite skillet and my favorite brazer. How about fajitas in your skillet and the soft flour tortillas? You know when you go to the Mexican restaurant and they give you that horrible plastic-looking dish? Ugh. Go ahead and put your flour tortillas in there, stay nice and warm, and the fact that you can take them from the oven to the tabletop, perfect combination, so winner. The Dutch oven. Okay, I need to tell you, I think this is the stinking cutest little piece of pottery, but it's not so little. It's going to be my new saucepan. If you guys given that any thought, perfect size for your saucepan. It just doesn't have a handle. That's the only difference. I love it for one-pot cooking. A friend of mine, Amy, she cooks soup in there. It's Brad's recipe, because Amy doesn't know how to cook, she says. Thanks, Amy. But literally, dump everything in there and go. Potato salad. Here's where I was making the mistake with Flameware. Because I call it cookware, I was forgetting that it goes in the refrigerator and the freezer. We can do cold things. Boil your new potatoes, drain them, place them back in your Dutch oven, add your fresh herbs, add your Dijon mustard, and just a little bit of mayonnaise, because we're about healthy cooking. And you've got potato salad, slide it back in your refrigerator, let it cool down, and you can serve it to your guests in a couple hours. How wonderful is that? One-pot cooking.
Excellent. That's one of the most awesome things about Flameware is it can go from freezer to stove to microwave to grill to tabletop. And how many other cookware lines do you know that can do that? I'll tell you, there aren't any. So we have a short video here about how other lines just can't take the heat and cold like Flameware can.
To show just how forgiving new Longaberger Flameware is, we let it bake in a 500-degree oven for an hour, and then dropped it right into ice-cold water. Try that with ordinary ceramic cookware and it cracks or breaks. If you've ever ruined a baking dish by running cold water over it while it was still too hot, you know this. But Flameware is Vitrified Plus, which means it's built to withstand thermal shock. So if this extreme demonstration couldn't break it, imagine how forgiving Flameware will be in your kitchen. Imagine going effortlessly from hot to cold or cold to hot, or even right to the grill without ever worrying about scalding, cracking, or warping your piece of Flameware. You certainly can't say that about the ordinary ceramic stuff. We put Flameware to the test in our kitchen. Put it to the test in yours, and you'll see that Flameware will work hard for you for many years to come. Longaberger Flameware. One great idea 9 great uses. Made of 100% natural materials with no dangerous chemicals or heavy metals, Longaberger Flameware is completely non-reactive and always energy efficient, with 7 beautiful colors to choose from in 4 different pieces: a skillet, a brazier, a Dutch oven, and a pizza stone. New Longaberger Flameware. Healthy cooking made easy.
Phew, Dave, I'm getting so hot from all this Flameware. Just can't stand it. I need a sip of water. Is this not the cutest little thing? This is an example of all the wonderful little things we have over in the B store. That is a Flameware blinking light. That is like fun factor central for Flameware. I also want to let you guys know how many awesome things that I got a sneak peek at that are 50% off. So make sure to visit the B store immediately after I speak, Dave speaks, Kathy speaks, and Sarah speaks. Got a long time to wait.
All right, well, speaking of heat, let's move on to the 4th member of our Flameware family, Susie, the pizza stone. I know you have some great ideas for using it, so let's share them now.
Okay, how many people eat pizza at least once a week? That's a problem. All right, if you don't know how to make pizza, you can just buy it and slide it on the pizza stone, okay? Makes it feel a little more designer, I would say. You can make your own pizza. We have brand new pizza dough that's going to be available for $10 a bag. How great is that? Also thrilled to tell you I saw it in the B store, so put it on your list to pick a couple of those up, especially to share if you're having a team meeting when you get back home. So bring the B back on with some pizza dough. Again, our serving grips. What we did at our house, my husband Steve took it right out to the gas grill. We did our pizza dough for about 5 minutes, brought it in, added the sauce and the fresh vegetables. It was great. It's kind of a no-brainer, but believe it or not, it was the first time I've ever made pizza on my grill in 28 years. So I guess it wasn't as boring as I thought it was. So we had a good time doing that. Do little serving pieces, do it like a bites party. So use it as a serving tray. So you could do some baguettes with some bruschetta, take it from your oven right out to your tabletop or just go out to the grill. These are called silicone trivets and they are a must. And so that you guys know too, all the pieces that we have in silicone are in the ebony color. We're keeping it very simple, one color, then you don't have to pick and choose. How great is that? One SKU. Thank you, Longaberger. I'm gonna do something fun and go and add my little Dutch oven, and I'm gonna use the 2 pieces together by using the silicone trivet between the 2 pieces, so not to scratch anything and keep it nice and sturdy, but I can do a wonderful cold salsa and then put corn chips around here. I could do a hot baked corn dip, go back to the corn chips again. Use the pieces together, but again, just make sure you separate them with the silicone grip. Dave, do you have any ideas for the pizza stone?
I have so many ideas, but you're really the expert, so I'm going to let you take it from here.
I was just checking because, again, men tend to cook on one temperature of heat? High. Okay, again, what I call this is my personal cookware, and I know that sounds a little bit different. It's not weird in any way, it's just a different way to cook. It's quirky until you figure it out, and it's the easiest figure out part that I've ever had. Do not be afraid. Use it, test it, love it, bond with it. Pan, olive oil, butter, nothing, water. You guys can do whatever you want. Cook the way you're used to. There's no special recipes, and I know a lot of you thought Dave and I were gonna cook today and give out recipes. It's not allowed inside the convention center. So we will have recipes that, some are a little bit simpler. Take advantage of the beer bread one that I told you. And again, we'll share some more on Saturday, but use your recipes and enjoy using the healthiest cookware on the market.
See, those recipes are really my area of expertise, so it's too bad we couldn't cook in here, but
yeah.
No. The other thing we wanted to talk about, Susie, though, is how Flameware integrates with everything else we sell. And I know you had some great integration ideas we wanted to demonstrate right now about various Flameware pieces and how they integrate with the baskets and everything else that's Longaberger.
Okay, we're gonna grab the medium entertaining basket and tuck down inside our 2 little tasting bowls, and Dave's gonna assist me with our little tasting spoons. We're gonna grab the Dutch oven, and then off we go with soup to go and some toppings. Isn't that great? Real simple, medium entertaining basket. We're going to grab the cake basket. Everybody has a cake, yes? Yes. You can use the brazer. You can use the Dutch oven. And if you're worried about slippage, throw one of those trivets in there and it's easy to go as well. The large twist. Again, back to the brazer. Shoo, is it hot up here? Flameware. Dutch oven. You guys are all play with it. You have to have it, use it, and share it, right? You've got to get in front of people. This is the only way. Literally, I had 2 weeks' time to figure out how I could use this and show you, and it was the easiest and best 2 weeks of my life. And thank you, Longaberger, for giving me and trusting me to do this. Roundabout basket. This is the stinking cute aha moment. Oh, I love that. Isn't that cute? So off to Grandma's house you go. Now, because it is hot, I'm going to recommend to you, you don't directly put it on this lovely new island that Dave and I are standing in front of, because what might it do if it's at 500 degrees? It would brand it yours. Okay? Same thing with our baskets, and when you talk about woven traditions pottery, you always say, put them out, let them sit for a couple minutes before you tote and go with them. Respect your baskets and respect your fabric liners. You don't want to do any kind of damage if you've taken them directly from 500-degree heat inside of those, okay? And then our social gathering. A number of you have earned this social gathering for free selling $1,000, I hope, yes? Give yourself a pat on the back if you have. To those that are thinking about signing up at this year's B, you're going to want to. You're going to sell $1,000, and you're going to get this absolutely free from the Longaberger Company. Isn't that generous? Great job, guys. But what I love about the social gathering is because you can earn it for free, it will hold all 4 of our Flameware pieces. You can put the skillet in it, and off you go. You can put the brazer in it. And you guys can take out that riser. I was just giving it a little more lift. When you're 5'1" and you've been lying about it for 51 years, lifts are good. I can promise you. Okay? And then last but not least, we are going to do something real fun. And in the brand, am I allowed to say that? Sure. In the new B kit, guess what's in it? The pizza stone. So those of you that are was I allowed to? Yeah. Okay. They didn't tell me. I didn't have the governor on that one. So if you buy the $199 kit, that pizza stone is part of that. How awesome with those little pieces, the little grips in the middle, and off you go and you can serve in style. Great?
Very nice. Susie, absolutely awesome ideas, and again shows the versatility and how it integrates with everything else we are doing. And no wonder you're such a selling machine, a $4 million selling machine. And no wonder you're so excited about Longaberger Flameware. You know, it really is such a huge opportunity for all of you and for Longaberger. It's what today's consumers are looking for, and we have it. But really, once again, Susie, to underscore the point here, what do you have to do to integrate Flameware into your business?
Okay, guys, you've got to have it. By attending the B, you already have the lidded brazer. Now go to the B store and get the rest. Or order them as samples today. Or host your own show in August and earn it with your benefits. You have to use it. Flameware is a whole new way of cooking, and it is awesome. But like any new cookware, there is a learning curve. So go ahead and cook with it. Experiment. Try the recipes Longaberger is putting online for us. It's fun, and you will become a Flameware expert in the process. I'm tongue-tied. You have to get it in front of your customers, take it to your shows, pass it around, loan it out to your customers, family, and friends. Do a cooking demo at your open house. And remember, cookware is a $1.5 billion industry in the United States. People want what we have to offer, especially new brides, young couples, and health-conscious customers. And that's just about everybody. So share it with them.
Great point, Susie, and absolutely correct. So we're going to make you, here's the audience participation portion of our show here. We'd like you to say those 3 points with us right now. To build your business with Flameware, you've got to have it, you've got to use it, and you've got to get it in front of your customers. Absolutely. Susie, this has been a terrific introduction of Flameware, and I know tomorrow you and Amy Sponseller are going to offer even more great ideas at your LU class when I'm getting the boot. So thank you for sharing your enthusiasm with us here today. You know, with all these great products and offers, all of you are going to be making tons of money in August. And it almost seems like you're going to need something to carry it all to the bank. So I'm thinking maybe like a woven leather stair-step weave crossbody bag in black, which is our August incentive when you have $1,000 in sales. So get out there in August and sell $1,000 and you'll get this free. Or if you're among the first 500 to sell $1,000 in August, you can choose between the crossbody bag or a limited edition Flameware skillet in ebony. It's your choice if you're among the first 500 to have $1,000 in August. All the details will be on mylongaberger.com later today. So, if all this wasn't enough yet, we still have more opportunity for you in August. And Susie's going to talk about some great selling opportunities you have coming your way in the next month. So, like magic, and
we just can't get that.
Abracadabra! It's August, and Susie's going to tell you about Halloween. Take it away, Susie.
I need a rest. All right. Don't you love this island? Okay, guys, come on. I'm riding it down the highway. I'm taking it home 7 hours. Okay, it's my witch mobile. All right, we're going to talk to you about Halloween real quick. We have a wonderful August flyer. And it has Halloween, it has Flameware, and it has our goodbye sale. So we have the haunted house. You guys need serious amounts of chocolate. We have our trick-or-treat basket and stand. Isn't that right on stand cute? We have witchy witchkin. Okay. We have our monthly ornament, our Halloween ornament, in our small fillet. Let's see what else we have. I'm just making sure. Our adorable Collector Club candy corn basket. Isn't that so cute? And is there anything else? We have pumpkins. We have a brand new color. We have whitewashed, maple leaf, sage, spice. We have a spoon rest. That's a bonus buy. $15 for the spoon rest, August only. It's not coming back. You snooze, you lose. Seriously, don't be begging them because they're not going to do it. We have tie-ons, 3 tie-ons. How fun. Break them up, guys. Isn't that cute? Created a pumpkin on my long market and added the 2 other ones on our medium canister. That's Halloween. $3.50 in sales and 2 bookings for a bonus price. You guys can get 3 pumpkins for a special for your customer. It's like that extra half price. Wow. Really need to do something fast, don't I? Oh, there's the Metropolitan. It's on the goodbye sale. Well, let me see if I can change this look in a matter of, give me 60 seconds maybe. Let's add a retiring silhouette lamp. How about some retiring candlesticks? You could put a candle on it if you wanted, but I'm kind of liking, oh yeah, the pumpkins. Isn't that cute? Now you guys, can you see above me the 4 medium fillets? All I did was drop a pumpkin, a small pumpkin in each one of those. Is that not adorable? It's simple. $34 for your fillet and $20 for your little pumpkin. You are going to add a plate stand with shelf for your haunted house. You might consider grabbing luncheon plates to fit down in your wrought iron holder. And for storage purposes, you could always put your basket back on top. That is a darning, so anybody that has a darning basket, make sure you work on selling them that cute little wrought iron piece. I'm going to add a September wrought iron centerpiece, and you know why? It's my booking tool. I'm going to put Witchy Witchkin in the center. I'm going to add a candle or 2. Isn't this cute? God, you guys are so quiet. Hold on. We're going to make a little space. Thank you up there in the peanut gallery. You are more appreciated than you know. Okay, I'm just seeing, is there anything else I have to talk about? Oh, and did you know, before I bring out one little fun piece, Miss Witchy Witchkin, she's so cute even without her hat. She looks like she's the witch from Wizard of Oz that has melted away. So you guys can actually get 3 bangs for your buck here. Together, separate, and even turn this around, and it's wonderful with a fall arrangement inside. Isn't that cute? And then, a fun piece that I like, is our medium fillet with our adorable pokers. And all we did was put candy corn, popcorn, and literally stick these pokers in the popcorn for a holiday decoration. Isn't that cute? A quick testimonial about the little pokers. They are treated so that you guys can put them in a live pumpkin. And I have a kind of a live pumpkin on the bottom of the island. So be creative and stick those little pickers wherever you want. Pumpkin pokers. The long market basket is a wonderful Halloween basket to use. I like it because I can get kids to go from both sides, okay? And then to be the safe trick-or-treater, I always recommend you bring your candy home and let mom and dad go through it, and why not take the Metropolitan basket to discard the unwanted candy? I think that's about it. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. Thank you. And if you want to pizzazz it up a little bit more, nothing wrong with going ahead and adding those mysterious cobwebs all over your fun display. Thank you, and I want you guys to go back and share it, use it, have fun, and get in the home.
Wasn't she great?